Hey, Dennis O'Brien back again on Let's Talk About It. And tonight is a really big night for us because next week we have one of the greatest events of the year. It's the final week for Third Thursday. Yay. The only thing I don't like about it is it's a portent of things to come, like winter, which I don't like. But anyway,
it happens every year.
It happens every year. Damn it! I've been waiting for it not to happen.
Nothing you can do about it.
But okay, you can tell I got DeSmet here. Everybody recognizes her voice. And Cherrier, and they are from Willimantic Renaissance, and they are the people who bring you Third Thursday along with a lot of other people, but they are leaders in the effort. And Susan Johnson's here too.
Thank you for that.
My co-host, and also Matt Rupar.
And
don't forget. Okay, and Matt Rupar. Matt, you have your own show now.
Yes, I do.
What's it called?
Homegrown.
Homegrown, and it's on 4:05 p.m.
Yes, sir.
Friday, right before our show. Fantastic.
Right before.
Okay, I want to be a guest on that show sometime. Okay, talk music. Yeah,
we can do that.
Yeah, okay. All right. Anyway, tonight we're going to talk Third Thursday for the almost all the show. But before we do, we're going to ask Chelsea, who is with Click. What's Click, Chelsea?
Click is the commercially licensed cooperative kitchen. We are located at 41 Club Road. And we help people start food businesses. We are a food business incubator program.
And you've been doing a very good job of it. And we were talking before the show about Phoebe Godfrey and all she did to get it started. And Susan is pointing at me that she wants to say something. And so, anyway, we just want to mention that there's an event coming up tonight at Click.
Yes, we have Eats and Beats, our last one of the season. We're located again at 41 Club Road. It's from 5 to 8. And music is from 6 to 8. And this month is Beatlemania. We're giving away tickets to Ringo Starr at Mohegan Sun. Thank you to them. And we also have Leo's Hot Dog Cart serving food and Vegan Smoke, some new food businesses that are at Click.
So folks can still make it over there. Still plenty of time to get there. So go on over to Click, 41 Club Road, and make it a great evening for yourselves.
Absolutely, yes.
Susan, your turn.
Oh my goodness, thank you, Dennis. Thank you. I just wanted to say how pleased I am that Click is in our community and the amazing work that they've done. And just tell us a little bit more, Chelsea, about the new grants that we've got to help agriculture so we can expand Click's work, just so that people understand that. And maybe there'll be some people listening who are doing that work now or are going to be able to do more work because of the new grants that we received from the state and the federal government.
Yes, we received grants that will help us not only increase the capacity of our food business incubator program, bringing 2 of our kitchens to 6, but then also we are an emerging food hub. That's actually my realm at Click. I'm the food access manager. And so what we're doing is creating a food hub. So we're purchasing local food from farmers, aggregating it at Click, and then helping distribute. Just kind of act as the middleman for farmers and offer our services to make them be able to focus on just growing the food, and we can help distribute it and get it to the community.
I am absolutely thrilled that the expansion has occurred. It's taken time, but I want to point out that we are the only area in the state of Connecticut that has this program, and we are reaching into other states as well. So it's just a wonderful thing, and it will be helping us with regional agriculture. I just always have to say this when I think about Click and the great work that they're doing and how they're supporting agriculture in our state, is that if there is a supply chain problem, we only have 3 days of food here in this state. So we must support agriculture, and having Click here helps us do that, and it makes us more secure with our food and our supply of food. So I'm just thrilled, and we just need to keep that in mind as we look at agriculture. And if we can continue to expand that and have that security, that's just the positive thing, and it's the way we should be moving in our society and in our state and in our region.
Thank you, Susan.
Thank you for that. And I just want to say hi to Jean, because I'm so happy that
Susan.
I am so pleased you're here, and I just am so pleased because the Third Thursday thing that you helped create also is a very innovative thing. So it's great to have you and Chelsea here with the innovations that both of you are involved with and starting and those kinds of things. So it's just it's a great thing, and here we are. We're at the last event for Click and the last event for Third Thursday
of the season.
Yes.
And Chelsea, you want to remind people about the event tonight before we'll start talking about Third Thursday?
Yeah.
Remind the people about the Click event.
Yep, Eats and Beats, 5 to 8 at 41 Club Road, and food and music.
That's tonight, folks. Friday, the 13th of September. Okay.
2024.
Yeah, 2024. Right, Susan.
Hey.
Gene DeSmet, great to have you in.
So I was involved with Click before it got off the ground.
You too.
Well, there
Okay,
you go.
I keep
Another
thinking of
innovation.
I keep thinking of Phoebe Godfrey.
And I'm Phoebe,
Like-
yes, absolutely.
Like when
but
people think of Third Thursday,
I
people
was
think of
thinking- I
Third
think
Thursday,
before
they think of you.
Before Phoebe even. So, and it was like, we just need somebody with the passion, because that's what does it. You know, one person is going to just go, yeah, we're going to make it happen, and then Phoebe came along.
You got it
Yeah,
right.
She's
Boom.
that person.
It was
Yeah,
that
she
person.
did the deal. Yeah.
You got it right. But why don't you
So-
talk a little bit about the origins of Third Thursday? And I know Tom McNally had something to do with it.
Yes, yes.
Okay. But
Um,
you're the one that everybody thinks of when they think of Third Thursday.
Yeah, so I was running for office, and I said,
Aha.
let's not just be reacting to things in town. Let's think of something good that we can do in the town. And Tom came back from San Diego where there was a street market. He said, we should have a street market. So I said that in my campaign, and everybody's like, yada, yada. I remember going to one house, and I'm not, this kid's sitting out on the porch, teens, and I said, we should have something downtown. Wouldn't this be fun? And they're looking at me like, where's downtown? And I'm like, down on Main Street. Why would we go to Main Street? And I thought, we really need to have this. We really need it. But I didn't win the election. So after I didn't win, I had time, I guess. And Tom McNally just kept saying, Gene, when are you going to do this? When are you going to do this? Luckily, I was so much a woman of leisure at the time that I was taking a pottery course. And I said, well, gosh, Tom McNally keeps hounding me that I should do this. And the people in the pottery, so I said, let's do it. I was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so we did. And it was one of those things where if you have an idea that people like, boom,
Yes.
boom,
Yes.
the people came.
Yeah.
We said, we went public with, when the Chronicle was the calendar, and it
Yeah.
kind of still is for me. We
Yeah.
said, all right, we're having a meeting, and it was public. And people showed up, like Ben Chobnick, who said, we're going to do entertainment. I was like, okay. We just kind of went with the flow, whatever made it happen, and whatever made it work, and people joined right in. Pierogi. I kept saying at meetings, town meetings, I want pierogi, I want pierogi. And one of the Ukrainian women, I don't remember her name. Oh, Ilsa? No. She passed away. Anyway, she was great. She got up in a meeting later on and said, I'm going to bring the pierogi.
Wonderful. Great to have
I kept
pierogies.
telling the town council, you have to let us do this. And they
Yes.
were looking at me like, you have two heads.
Wow.
So how many years has it been now?
21.
21.
But that's not
Wow.
counting the two we missed.
Yeah, we had
23.
because of
COVID.
COVID.
Yeah. So it was a
Okay.
long time ago when it started. And we were really the first in the state to do it.
Oh,
And
definitely.
a lot of
Yes.
people have called and asked how we did it, and we've given advice, and they're doing their own, and everyone's just different because this reflects Willimantic, and we're
Yeah.
proud that
I-
it's us, ours.
Absolutely. I'm just so proud that we do that, because it really does
Yeah.
give us a sense of community. It brings us together. We see people we wouldn't ordinarily see on the street. We get to try some food that we might not ordinarily get.
Yep.
And it's really, it's a great time, really. And so I always love to go to Third Thursday and go around and
Yeah.
chatter with everybody.
It's a mixer.
It really is,
And
yes.
We
Yeah.
had a band once that was from, I don't know, I'll say Peru.
Mm.
But they were just traveling through the area. We happened to get them, and the gentleman who was playing the drums, probably Congo. Anyway, he came up front and he was like in tears and broken English, saying, "This is beautiful. We've never played before an audience of so many different people." And he kept saying, "Unite, unite," and I
Isn't
was
that
crying. And we're all going,
fabulous?
"Ah." This is what it's all about.
That
This
is
is
right.
what it's all
It
about.
is all about community, and it just really fits in really nicely with where we're trying to go here at WILI and the Chronicle.
Mhm.
It's just having, how many towns in our state don't have a radio station
Oh yeah.
or a Third
We are so
Thursday
lucky.
or a Click? Or these are very, very unusual things that we have that really give us a great sense of community and are helping us expand our economy.
Yeah.
It's a very
It
nice
helps in a lot of ways. It promotes democracy.
When we
as
think
well.
about what we have, it's
Yeah.
this isn't a phenomenal.
We're
town.
lucky.
Yes, it is.
I mean, in terms of outdoor recreation opportunities,
Mhm.
Yeah.
we have an airport.
Yeah, thank you.
Right?
How many? Yeah, not many towns have that. I mean, we have a frog group.
We do.
Anyway, we've got a lot here, and I was lucky enough to grow up in New Britain, which is very similar, larger, not as good at this point in time, I don't think, but it was a great place to grow up. A lot of nice parks, a lot of recreation, and I'm old enough to have grown up when you go out in the street and everybody would be out in the street. You would have your own Third Thursday right on your street, but
Block
people,
parties,
but
yeah,
block,
right,
well, people
right.
would just be out there because nobody was, they weren't watching television because people didn't have televisions.
Right.
And it was just so, so Third Thursday just it reminds me of that.
Yeah.
I knew everybody on my street when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And it was just amazing. And that doesn't happen anymore. So you got to get out and you got to go to events like Third Thursday, like the parades. And
So why
but
is it on
Thursdays-
Thursday?
Why is it?
Shopping night.
That's right. Everywhere. Even in New Britain when I was a kid.
You had to go out. You
Stores
saw
were
your-
open late.
Everyone got downtown and everybody saw each other, and that was shopping night. And the kids are looking at me like,
You're right.
what?
That's right. That's right.
Shopping
Every-
night because it was payday.
Is that,
It's
is that
payday,
universally
right.
true? I
That's
thought it
right.
was just New Britain and
I
Romantic.
don't know.
No, that
I
was
don't know
pretty
either, but-
universal, yeah.
It was here though, because
Yeah.
people talk about it all the time. The
Yeah.
people who were here when it was going on, and
Yeah.
it was a big deal. I really wasn't. It might have been when we got here in the '70s, and I don't know. It was a lot like it was in the '60s and '50s, but and it gradually people getting out with the internet, with all that stuff. There's 6,000 channels on television. It started to fade.
I think we came during some kind of an influx. I mean, I don't know what I do kind of know what it was because we got some of the repercussions from it. But there was a lot of people our age who came down right around the same time.
Yeah.
And people I talked to, it's like, when did you come here? And it's all like in the same 10-year period that everybody moved.
Remember the Urban Club?
Here. Urban Club.
You were in the Urban Club. That's how I first met you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So there must have been a boom then, and I think we're in the middle of one now. There's a lot of young people moving into
which is
town,
great. Which is great.
So exciting. Yes. And I want them to get active.
Yes,
Get involved.
absolutely.
Like Chelsea,
Yeah.
right? Chelsea's
Yes.
young. She's active, right?
Yes.
You have friends that are active. You have friends that are young. We talk to people that are young that we didn't even know until we get at a restaurant. We might run into somebody,
Mm-hmm.
and it's great. There are a
Yeah.
lot of new young people that I used to be able to go into the brew pub and I'd know 3/4 of the people there.
Yes.
And now
Who are those people?
Right.
I'm taking my seat.
Right.
I bought that seat. I bought that
You
seat.
got it. You got it.
No, really, I paid
You
for
got
that.
it.
Well, a lot of it has to do too with our university and making sure our university
Yeah,
people
it's grown
connect
a
with
lot.
our community.
Yes.
And I think that the reason I came to town was to go to Eastern. And so I was at
Exactly.
Eastern and, back in the early 70s. And I think that, that's one of the things I thought, wow, I like this place and I'm staying,
Yeah.
So that was one of the things that I think bring a lot of people here. And now we have
Still
the
the
students connecting with us, more. And we're getting to connect more with the students throughout at Eastern and the ones who live not necessarily in the dorms, but in the neighborhoods. So it's another way to connect, and it's another way to get young people connected with our community. And they have great ideas, and they are going to be the leaders, and they are going to help us move forward and keep it going.
And they're opening stores right next door.
That's
Yes,
great.
This is exciting.
That is really exciting.
I found it one period there was a lot of kids at Eastern that we work with, and they were like, we really wish I could stay here. I love the community, but there's no jobs.
Right.
And now everybody can work online.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
That's
that's
right.
changed a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a
So
good
we're
point,
able
Jean.
to,
That's a good point.
Yeah, I
to
like
work.
the idea of having that capacity, but I also like to have, some businesses as well.
Oh,
that
yeah.
have- that
Well,
have
bigger
their
ones, yeah,
feet
sure.
on
If we
their
could.
their places on the ground here.
Yes.
And
yes.
Well, we have
it's
that.
a combination of building it all, but I think as we bring more people, like you said, with the Zoom and the working at home and the computer-oriented people, then it'll bring perhaps if we get our transportation systems in line, then we'll be able to bring some of the businesses here. Because look, the land values here are a little bit lower than they are in the rest of the state, and it's a really good spot. And if we get the transportation lined up, then we'll really be able to attract a lot here. And also, how we do our energy, like with geothermal. If we did more geothermal, as we're sitting here on a lake,
Yeah, right.
why don't we
The
take
biggest
advantage of
aquifer
it?
in Connecticut.
Yes, exactly. That would be.
Yeah.
I think that would be a great inducement to do more more.
Yeah.
You know,
When I go to
businesses here.
meetings, they would say, "This is what we're looking for in towns," and I'd say, "Willimantic has all of that.
Mhm.
Yeah, we
No,
do. We're blessed.
We do. We have it
Yeah.
all."
But it's
but
the
it's hard.
transportation.
Well,
for
to
getting-
where we want to get jobs here. And work
Right,
here.
the transportation, like if we got more freight rail,
Oh,
so if we get
to
more, get rail.
yeah, that's a different kind of industry. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you get the freight rail expansion. So you get businesses here that need to use rail. That'll expand
Yeah.
passenger rail
Yeah,
because
she
that
talked
freight
about
rail
that
pays for
Thursday.
passenger rail. What's that? But I'm sorry.
Yeah, I want to talk about Third Thursday.
So we can
Okay,
talk
we
about
talked about we got into the history. We got three
Watch
people
out
here
for
who
me
have
if
been
you
here
do
for
that.
we got three people who have been here for a long time, and we're
Yeah.
talking some history, and we could go on and on.
Well,
That could be another show,
Yeah,
and I think
that's
we
a
should do
different
that, Gene.
All right. Yeah.
But let's
great
get to Third Thursday. Let's get to next week. It is on what, the 19th?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, because today is
It's going to be on
13th.
So-
a
yeah.
Thursday.
it's a Thursday, not a Friday.
But
I was trying to add 7 days to today, but it's 6 days.
Susan and
6 days
Dennis have
away.
heard this before, but you'll get a kick out of it. I went to one of the, I had to go to one of the stores and I said, you know, Third Thursday next week, and she said, I thought it was going to be on the fourth Thursday this month, and I'm like, where did you get this idea? That was on the fourth Thursday.
That's a very good one.
It's not alliterative like Third Thursday.
Yeah. And
Anyway,
she
what-
was sure.
Yeah.
So we got a big event coming up. The final one of the year. It's going to be the biggest one of the year.
Mhm.
Chelsea, why don't you tell us a little bit about
Yeah.
the details, some of the
Yeah.
details.
What's happening?
What's happening, Chelsea?
Get the sign. Get the sign.
Yeah, so for entertainment, Hartford Jazz
Yay.
Society is at Eminence and they're sponsoring the stage there. Bank Street
Very nice.
will have ACT on first, then DJ Scully at 7:30. Midtown, we have Jack Kulak on the first, then Whiskey Boulevard, which I heard was pretty fun.
Yeah.
And then downtown, the OG Bruce John with Dinosaurs After Dark.
Ooh.
Love those dinosaurs.
Everybody loves them. And yeah, that's the music that we've got going on. And then we also have Oswaldo from Grasshopper Entertainment. He'll be stilt walking around. And the biggest thing that I want to talk about is we have 145 vendors, merchants,
Wow.
and bands total, which is the biggest ever Third Thursday we've ever had. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I guess there's an event going on at Tilson Square, so parking is going to be a little different. So we want to make sure people know that. So what's the deal on parking? Going to be tough?
That's a Gene question.
Gene doesn't know.
We got the garage. You got the parking garage.
I am spending so much time working on this. The parking garage is available. I don't even know because I can't get a meeting with the police because they're very busy on other things.
Yeah, they're trying to find a chief and a deputy.
So, are we able to drive up Walnut Street to get in the parking garage this time?
Yes. I believe that you have to go. My
Or is it the
understanding-
one way on Walnut?
I
Or are
think-
they open on Walnut?
I
I
think
don't
that
know which it
they're-
is.
Well, I don't know if
think
it'll be
there
open
would
because
be on
they
Meadow
usually
Street.
block off everything below Valley, right?
I think that they're going in. So
You'll
they
have to
let you
arrange that
in
with the
on Meadow
police.
Street.
Well,
I think
in the
that they-
past years, when we didn't open up what we call the way uptown section, Walnut Street would remain open.
Right.
So cars could come down and turn up Walnut.
Yeah.
And we're not going up there, so I don't know, because I don't know what they're doing. So,
All right.
but the parking garage is open.
The parking garage is
somehow.
open. There's a lot of
It's
space
open
there.
somehow.
And you can get there by going over down north and over to Meadow Street.
Yeah.
So
And
you
it's
can get
free,
in there.
right?
Unless
Free
it
for
is
Third
open, in
Thursday?
which case it's going to be one way. I would
It's
think.
one way going. Yeah, that's
Other
right.
way. So
Yeah.
we'll find out, but
Yes.
hopefully we'll post some of this information when I learn it. Busquets has been generously said
great.
that we can use there a
they
lot,
got a
so
lot of
that's
room.
good. They got a
Yeah.
lot of room, and people aren't aware they have a lot of room behind the building.
That's right. Over to
Right.
near the Frog
Yes.
Bridge.
Well, that's a great
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
Yeah, Riverside
Excellent.
Drive back here
glad I
is
asked.
probably not
Yeah.
open
Yeah.
because they've been closing it because you can't get out of Riverside Drive.
'Cause
Yeah,
they're closing
yeah,
that-
yeah.
No,
Shutting that
put the
building
sign
down.
Yeah.
The other big place people keep mentioning is the Elks. No, you can't park in the Elks. They're they have bingo and they said the
They have
lot's
dinner at
basically
night.
full.
Thursday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
full.
when they do it. I think.
Oh, bingo night, yes.
So
Yeah.
we're asking. I was just saying, all this bulk mail just came in. I got some answers.
Good. Very good.
But they're mostly negative. So Design Center East, you can't park there. They're going to be having, because they're participating in Third Thursday, which is great. They have a new owner, and he's like, yeah, let's do it. And he's putting out samples and stuff in the parking lot and hoping people will buy
Oh, nice. Very nice.
their stocks. So
Yeah.
that's happening. They're using their parking lot. So it's going to be a struggle. We're trying to get some buses.
Mhm.
I've contacted Eastern to ask if they would, perhaps, if we park people at the high school, maybe Eastern will bus people down, or we might get vans from the senior center van and
Oh yeah,
bus
the one
peop-
that
bus
David
people
Foster
down.
donated. Yeah.
Yeah, and bus people down that way. And we're reaching out to the churches, and we're trying to get permission to use different church parking lots in the area. But if you guys have any idea out there, please do the research and follow through. I I appreciate the calls, but I'm like calling and calling. I need help. 2 minutes. Oh no.
That's
But
just for halftime.
Come. Don't let this stop you. We're gonna find it. Oh, you can park at Whitewater Park. Absolutely. Park at
Okay.
Whitewater Park.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and there's a lot of room there. We'll
On
have
Bridge
people
Street.
there helping
Yeah.
you go behind the building and everywhere.
On
Yeah.
Bridge Street. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
Very
probably
good.
50 spots.
Got a lot of room there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. I think it'll work out, and I think it's going to be a great night. And I just checked the weather, and it looks good. The only problem is it's not going to be any rain before then.
Oh, good.
And yeah, but we don't want
we
it.
moved it. Good.
Today I looked at the 10-day forecast, and it had 0% all the way until Thursday, when it started to go up to 7 as the day went on.
7.
But 7% is still pretty low.
We can do that.
So we're going to get rain sooner or later, but hopefully it won't be until let it rain on Friday the 20th.
Yes,
There you
yes.
Yeah, that'll be okay because I like rain, but not when I want. Hey, when I played ball or when I coached softball, did not want rain. Did not want rain on Third Thursday. Do not want rain on the 4th of July.
No.
Okay, we want our events to go forward without
Very
without rain.
important things.
But we love
Without
rain. We love
tomorrow
water.
night.
We love water, right,
Tonight,
Chelsea?
tonight.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we're at halftime of our show. We're about ready to break, but we'll be back after the break, and we will talk more about Third Thursday in general, and especially about Third Thursday to take place 6 days from today on the 19th of September, a Thursday, of course, Gene, right?
Right.
Okay, we'll be right back. It's
Third
Dennis
Thursday.
O'Brien. I'm here with Gene DeSmet, Susan Johnson, Chelsea Cherrier, and Matt Rupar. We'll be right back.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. This is Susan Johnson. I'm here with my co-host Dennis O'Brien and our very special guest this evening, Jean DeSmet and Chelsea Cherrier, and they are here to talk about Third Thursday. This is Third Thursday for September, and it's the last one, but it's going to be a big one, and everybody's got to turn out for this because it's going to be great. And so, without further ado, tell us about how great our next Third Thursday is going to be, and tell us all about the fact that it is on the third Thursday of the month.
September 19th.
All
Anybody?
right.
Yeah,
Chelsea,
so we have some awesome food lined up. We have such an amazing, diverse group of food vendors in our region, and so they'll be there. So come hungry. We have Mexican, Puerto Rican, Middle Eastern, pizza, pretty much anything you can think of. But our new vendors are Dude's Donuts. He'll be serving up donuts and some fall beverages, and then we have a new lemonade vendor that will have different kinds of lemonade for you.
Ooh.
Yeah, I met the lemonade vendor when he
Wow.
brought a chick over.
Oh, perfect.
So his two daughters, who were in their 16, 17-year-olds, and they're the ones who wanted to do a lemonade. And the way he put it was, my daughters want to do a lemonade stand, and I thought, well, you don't have to pay if they're 5-year-olds putting out a lemonade stand. He's like, no, these are my daughters. Oh, okay. So they were older, and anyway, they're trying to go into the business, which is really exciting.
So
And I'm
some young entrepreneurs.
yeah, are they
Awesome.
going through Click, or is that not a Click?
No, they have a cottage license, I believe. So
Okay.
what they're doing doesn't require a commercial kitchen yet, but maybe one day.
Cool.
Yeah.
And the donuts, I think, are cider donuts.
Yes.
And I just did the Hebron Fair with the Lions donuts, and boy, cider donuts are the most requested donut under the sun.
Of course, this time of year, yes.
Yeah,
It
supposed to have
must
cider
be
donuts.
quite.
But they're very tricky to make, so if they're doing that, that's great.
Yeah.
That is. Question about, say somebody hasn't signed up yet to have a place on Third Thursday. Is it too late?
The table.
We are pretty full. Like I
Uh-huh,
said, this is the largest third Thursday with vendors we've had. Food vendors, it would be
Great.
too late, but maybe craft vendors could still squeeze in.
I think crafts are the only category that we would allow in at this point. Since
How
we
about a
have-
political party?
No, there's none of that. Of course, there's
There'll be
political
none of that,
parties.
right?
They're
There'll be
all
no more of
there.
that.
Everyone's allowed to come,
Yeah.
of course.
Right.
I know. I've had pushback on that. Actually, are you like
Really?
politics? I'm like, of course.
No.
This is our community.
Come
Free
on.
speech,
We
free
want
speech,
to
free
talk.
speech.
Democracy. It's all. I mean, democracy
It's
is
not
not.
a dirty word.
No, it's not a dirty word. That's right. You and I agree on that for sure. It's not. Politicians are. Most people I know who are involved in politics are pretty good people. On the local level, they're volunteers for crying out loud. They're trying to help the town.
I'm mad because they put a carnival on my lot. So
Well,
I'm not too happy with local
No.
politics,
I don't.
but anyway,
Well, I'm not happy with them for a lot of reasons, but because I'm not. But I can't.
Can't get
I'm-
you to say anything nice.
I'm
about
not on the
it.
town council anymore. You
Yeah.
know, so
I know,
I
you're
can't
off
accept
the-
the blame.
So
Anyway.
I want to talk about the sponsors.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
please.
You got to have those
thank you.
sponsors.
Yes,
Sponsors, yes.
please.
I mean, the Leo and Rose Pajot
Oh, yeah.
Trust Fund
Oh yeah.
are really our biggest sponsor.
Right.
They gave us $12,000 last year, and that's an amazing amount
That
of
is
money.
a lot of money.
And we really appreciate it, and we depend on it. And the town also came up with $10,000 last year, which was our first time last year, and they
Pretty
gave it
good.
to again this year, or $7, I should say. And anyway, it's makes a huge difference to us in terms of improving the entertainment. We love local entertainment, but we don't always like to underpay them.
Right.
All
We
right?
want to
Yeah.
pay them, well.
Yeah.
I
So we
know.
have a new entertainment coordinator. He's like, you want me to tell them to play for what? I said, well, that's
Well-
what they did 25 years ago when we started it.
Yeah.
They want more money than that now.
Oh my
So,
goodness,
Yeah.
how could
They
that
want to
be?
raise.
Yeah.
The other big contributor to income is the Hop Fest, which gives us $7,000.
Isn't that nice?
Isn't that nice?
That's
so
great,
we're,
yeah.
Karen Branson started the Hop
Oh,
Fest,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
she was the president of Willimantic Renaissance at the time. So
Right.
she made that connection and said, "Let's make this happen," and it's
That's
still
great.
happening.
Very cool.
So those are and the big ones, and then there's so much in kind.
Right.
I was just doing the grant for the Pajot this year, and knock on wood, and trying to do a count of the volunteer hours, for example. Do you have it off the top of your head, Chelsea?
I think it was 90 hours per month that is volunteered.
And that the state actually values that at like $25 an hour, so that was over $10,000 in
Wow.
volunteer time, plus the administrative time. We got a bookkeeper she's an accountant. She's professional, and really professional. And anyway, she says her value of her time for the year was probably $10,000 plus $3,000 to do the 990s. If we had to pay an accountant to do this, would be in deep trouble, right?
Right, right. But you need an accountant to do this because that's
And it's
that really
being
makes
done
it-
for free.
Yeah.
It's good to
Yeah,
have
that's
one.
right.
Yes.
Yeah,
They do
no.
good work.
Yeah, we wouldn't have to be audited. Everything is clean. I can tell you that.
Right. That's wonderful.
And just the Berkshire Bank lets us use the garden there.
Nice.
And,
Yep.
Fabulous.
and
yeah.
Willie Brew with a keg of beer every month for 21 years.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my!
Delicious beer. Yeah.
Delicious
Yeah.
beer, and it draws the crowd. What a snobby beer crowd we have. They all like microbrew beers.
Of course.
Nobody even asked for Budweiser. We used to get a keg of Bud every month, a keg. And every month we'd send back a keg because people wouldn't drink the Bud.
Yeah. No.
They-
Well, we
they're-
know the difference.
Yeah.
We get the
We're
good, the
well
good stuff.
educated, we'll call
Well,
ourselves.
Well, you
not
do. I
snobby.
don't because I don't drink. But
Well,
I
you
never
have a
have.
sip every so often.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
It's not because I'm holier than thou or anything.
No,
It's just
no.
I get headaches if I have alcohol.
Yeah, well,
So I
that's
don't do it.
But
Yeah.
a little bit is okay.
I can't even handle a
And
little
it's
bit. It's
nice.
risky.
Nice
Yeah.
to have I
Yeah,
like their
I just
nice
got in the
light,
habit of
very
not
light
doing it.
ale. Nice split it with whoever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the gold, you get the gold.
I get the gold.
Yeah.
Sometimes I take a sip out of Susan's drink, but
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
a sip.
I-
It's nice.
Yeah.
I'm very generous.
I've learned to live without it. But yeah, you are, Susan. You're a sweetheart.
It gives away half a beer to whoever will take it.
Yeah, yeah. No, just
I
for
don't want
me.
to
Just
drink the
for
whole
me.
thing.
Just for me. Come on.
Yeah.
Special.
And then the
relationship.
community, we do Friends of the Fest and ask people to donate $25 or $35 or something, and people come and do that, and they come up to the beer
Oh,
garden
you know,
and
that's a good
Speaking
point
of money,
because
I
it's
noticed
really
something. I
important to
noticed
get the
something
whole
on your.
community involved.
press release about this is great because I always like to pay by credit card because sometimes I don't carry cash.
Yeah.
And now you can donate to the fest at the festival with a credit card.
Yeah, with QR codes.
Right. And I
which makes the
And Chelsea
beer-
can talk about that.
Yeah,
Chelsea, talk about that.
yeah, it makes the beer garden a lot easier. It's not all cash. You can buy tokens for the beer garden with credit card now. You also can buy T-shirts, and we also new this year have stainless steel cups.
I might want one of those.
Yeah,
That sounds good. I'll buy coffee.
that's our sustainability efforts to reduce our single-use plastic in the beer garden. So there's some incentives too. If you purchase a cup, you get a free beer with purchase.
Really?
Oh, I'll have to give it to somebody else. But
Yeah.
I want the cup back.
How much is the cup?
Give me that cup.
$15.
$15 for the
Yeah,
cup.
For
so the
stainless
free
steel
beer-
stuff?
Stainless steel, that's
Sounds
very
like a
nice.
steal.
It'll last.
That's the
It
EAL.
is steel, yes, it is steel.
Yeah. It's a
So,
steal.
yeah.
It's gonna
It's a
last.
steal.
It's a steal
Yes,
to get
steel,
a
steel.
cup.
It's a steel steel, yeah.
Okay, we're getting all right. Come on,
Yeah.
come on. Get under control, Leah. Oh, come on.
But anyway,
I'll have to play the adult role here. It's not
please
easy.
proceed.
It's not easy. Yeah. anyway, this is the only thing I don't like about the last event is it's the last event
Yeah.
of the season,
Yes.
and it's just so it's sad in a way, but you know what? You enjoy it. Everybody should
We're
enjoy
gonna
it.
have warm weather, isn't it amazing?
We're going to have
Yes.
warm weather, and it's going to be rain-free.
Rain free.
And we're going to check in with Wayne before the fest and make sure that he keeps it that way. Because
Yeah.
Wayne does control the weather, as he says.
Yes.
Except when it rains.
Except when it rains, then he
it's
says, he
not.
always says, well, it's somebody else.
It's not his fault.
Yeah, it was the guy. Who's that guy?
But we'll take the
Pat.
credits.
Yeah.
He's pretty good that way. Actually, he is really excellent. He makes a point of contacting us during the day, even if there's a risky call going
Well.
on, and he follows it on lots of different areas, and all the
Yeah.
different things they have.
I
out
remember
there.
the risky call you had,
Calls us.
and I was because I had that happen to me when I coached ball for years. Parents be calling, everybody's other
Oh,
teams
yeah,
are
yeah,
calling.
Of course.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Is it going on? I'd be running down to the field to check it. So when you have to do that, it's even much harder because you have so many people coming, including vendors
The
and
vendors
and artists and stuff, and
yeah.
oh
They don't
God,
want to get their products.
no,
wet, but
you have to make a call
the food vendors
relatively early.
don't
You
wanna
can't be
cook.
wrong. You can't be
Yeah.
wrong on that.
Yeah, well,
That's
food
right.
vendors
You can't be
start
too
early
risky.
too.
That's
You
right.
have to,
It's
yeah.
a lot
That's
of
right.
product lost.
So it's hard. I mean, that's one thing I always say about government politics. People who are not involved in it do not understand how hard it is. That's probably true of almost anything. But people who don't organize an incredibly
Yeah.
huge festival like this can't possibly understand how difficult it is and what you go through on the days leading up to it when you're concerned about weather or anything else that can go wrong.
After the hard call this year, I got a message from a friend who said she was, for some reason, interviewing superintendents of schools at some kind of conference, and somebody asked the question, what was the hardest thing about it? And they said calling snow days.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's hard.
Whatever you say is wrong.
That's right. You're never going to please everybody, and
So-
you just have to go into it thinking, okay, I'm going to do the right thing, and if I don't please people, too bad.
Right.
It's just you have to be
Do your
tough.
best. Do
You
your
have to be
best.
tough.
Yeah.
And so, but anyway, this next week we're going to have great weather, and we're going to have some great entertainment. I'm so happy that the old guys are going to be there. The what do they call themselves?
The dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs, of course, the dinosaurs. And does Bruce still wear that dinosaur outfit?
He doesn't wear that. The
Oh, I love that outfit.
That was Singosaurus.
Singosaurus. I used to call him
Yeah.
when I emailed him. I used to say, "Hey, Saurus, how you doing?"
So why don't we
I
just
still
go
do.
This is
through
the
a
dinosaurs
little bit.
after dark.
Go ahead.
Let's go through
Yes.
who the performers are again, because in case somebody just tuned in, we'd like to just
You're
let
right.
them know.
You're right. Some people don't listen to the whole show.
Yeah.
Some people might have run off to
yeah.
click.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Very
Yeah.
good.
No,
Yeah.
Chelsea, want
yeah.
to give that
Okay.
one a hit?
Yeah. Chelsea.
Okay. So, like I said, Oswaldo from Grasshopper Entertainment will be still walking. Last time I think he had a basketball hoop that you could.
Yeah,
toss
that was
into.
fun.
Oh
Yeah,
my
there's-
gosh.
that was
yeah.
fun.
He really, it's a lot of fun. So check that out. And then Mansfield Dance will perform in between sets, so you can see some dance. And then there also will be basketball on North Street, hosted by the rec department, for the Josh Medal Fund.
Wonderful. Well, that's really, really
Oh,
good. That
Jeff
should be a lot
Mattel,
of
yeah, that's
fun.
right.
And you have the little ones too, places for the little ones.
Oh yeah, we actually allow vendors to come for free if they provide a children's activity.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
what a
So
great
there's
idea.
always lots of things for the kids to do.
Yeah,
whether
I know
it's,
the co-op, Access, they definitely will have kids activities. We have the bounce house.
Yeah. Oh, not this month though.
Oh,
No, it's getting dark too early.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
Because the
there's
kids should go
face
home.
painting near the carnival area too.
Yep, yep.
But yeah, lots of activities for kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always been so impressed that there's a little spot and you see all the little ones together and they're doing a little catch ball or whatever,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And they're doing a little thing.
Catch
It's
ball,
just,
huh? All right.
Yeah,
She's a
no,
big
Johnny
sports
Walker isn't there this month, but he's one of our favorites.
Oh, yeah.
He always has that little horse, that wooden thing that he runs the kids out around on his
yeah.
horse.
That's
and-
cool.
kids love that stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They have fun. One time he had hammers and nails and wood. And the kids had a ball. I mean, they just went wham, bam, bam. This is the best thing in the world. Right? Like,
One of the
They always
things,
say you don't have to buy toys for kids. You just
Right,
let
just-
them give them the pots and pans, and
Right,
and,
let 'em have
or the
fun.
hammer and the whatever.
one of the things I want to mention before we're finished is I love the way you are promoting the downtown businesses. This event helps
yeah.
the downtown businesses,
yes.
and you not only help them but you promote them. And I see in your
Yeah.
press release you promote a lot of the downtown restaurants and whatnot, and that is wonderful because one of the main great effects of this is the promotion of Main Street and downtown businesses. So I think when it first started there might have been a little concern from the downtown businesses maybe about Thursday night and about it being interfering with downtown, but it actually supports downtown big time.
Yeah. I do remember the first
bit.
The first meeting I went to was the first downtown one was
Yeah,
was
Chamber of
a
Commerce.
chambers,
Yeah.
downtown chamber, and they were more
Skeptical?
not for, but a little cautious.
worried,
would
yeah.
say.
Yeah,
So
well, they
somebody's
didn't know.
like, my hairdresser said, I have people parking behind, so we got her some cones so that she could hold her parking spots.
Yeah.
Somebody had a music store, and I'll leave him unnamed right now. Anyway,
Yeah.
he had a music store, and he said, well, I have this customer who comes sometimes on a Thursday and buys strings for his guitar. And I'm like, oh, tell him to go park in the back. But I'm like, what, $3? You're going to cancel? No, I have a street fest because you have a $3 sale that night. So after a while, we did the fest, and the owner said, well, I don't have anything that anybody wants to buy. I said, buy kazoos and sell kazoos for $2 or something. And he thought about that, and he didn't do that. You know what he did? He came out with his guitar, and he joined every band up and down the street.
Oh,
and
that's
he's
cool.
still at the street fest every month.
Well, that's
So-
great.
That's a great thing.
He's
Yeah.
closed his business. That's long in the past. He
Uh-huh.
didn't live on $3 strings once a month.
No, I didn't think
Instead,
he probably didn't do it either.
Well,
but he's still a musician, and he has fun at
Yeah.
the street fest.
Any
so it's
event
great.
like this with so many moving parts, with the experience that you have, Gene, and you have, Chelsea, and a lot of the other folks have that work on it, you're going to develop all kinds of new ideas, and the people that are affected by it, that are helped by it on Main Street, are going to develop new ideas and understanding. So just bringing all those people together in one place, as long as everybody's cool about it, and as long as everybody behaves themselves,
Right.
is wonderful. And I'm so glad you stopped people from riding up and down on bikes. Speaking of
Yeah,
behavior,
they
because
really
as I
stopped.
got older, I started to worry about it.
They stopped.
I started to think about it. I
Stopped.
said, "Gee,
Why?
Good.
oh, I
We
thought,
tried.
okay,
I mean, we tried.
Oh, I
but
thought
don't
you
know
stopped
what
them.
worked. What worked?
okay,
How?
maybe to talk about it. I
I
don't
don't know.
but
Maybe just to
Police
talk
did.
some
about
kids were
it.
going by
Police
pretty
did.
darn
Maybe
fast,
They were
and,
going by, and they got the message
and
somehow. Boy.
a couple of them just went right by me, and I go, ooh.
There was
That
some
could
kind
lay
of
me up pretty
event that occurred where somebody maybe got injured, I think.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
But
didn't hear
but
about
but
it.
the one thing about it is it's such a
it's dangerous.
the,
Yeah.
the greatest thing about it, like a lot of the events we have in town, is the camaraderie that you feel, the good feeling that you feel out
Yeah.
there with with everybody. because
Everybody's
we're all
smiling.
we all have so much in common because we all love Third Thursday.
Yeah.
And we all live around here.
And
We're
we
in
all-
the region.
well,
We
in-
all
in
love
this
the
area.
music. People are
Yeah.
just, there's nothing not to smile about.
That's right.
right.
That's
That's
right.
right.
They
That's
walk
right.
by, they hear different music, they go, oh, I like that
Yeah,
music.
it's
Who's
an
that
incredible
playing? It's just like-
presentation, and
Yeah.
you know we're all very proud of you all for doing it and pleased with you, and so happy that you're doing it. And,
Well, we really, it all started to help the downtown vendors. So
Yeah, well,
I
it
just
does.
hope they know how committed we are to whatever we have to do to help. We
Right.
need to do it.
Right.
well, it goes beyond that. It
help,
helps the
yeah.
whole town. I mean, it
Yeah.
just gives us a
whole
better
reputation.
a feeling about ourselves.
Mhm.
You know, it helps give us a
Self-image.
you know, anybody who's
Right.
been here a long time who is not an extreme grouch is gonna, and I don't even fall in that category.
Me,
Loves loves this town. If you've been here, you gotta love it. I mean, it's there's so much going on here,
Right.
and some of the stuff we talked about today about seeing all these new young people in town
Mm.
Yeah.
and getting to meet some of them and know some of them. That's so great
Oh, it's
for me
yeah.
as an older person. So
Yeah.
great.
Then I just want to, I mentioned Eastern Connecticut State University students, but now we have the Connecticut Community College right here, Quinebaug Valley Community College. It's right here in downtown Third
Yep.
Thursday, and they participate
They
too.
participate every month.
Yeah,
Yes.
tell
And they
us.
provide power for our vendors.
Uh-huh.
And
Right.
they come out on the street, and
Yeah.
they're part of the Chocolate Fest, and they're part of Trick or Treat on Main Street. They're really part of the community.
Yeah, I forgot to
Good
mention
people.
them, so I wanted to make sure that we got them in there.
Yeah, they're good. They're good people.
Oh, that's
Absolutely.
wonderful. Yeah,
and
that-
even Act on Main Street. This month they're going to be doing video
Yeah.
and
Yep.
interviewing people, and they're going to turn that into kind of commercial quality video production for us. So they'll be
Oh,
editing
that's-
it over.
that
and
is
they
so
have,
good.
That's so wonderful.
That
It's
It
so
is
wonderful.
fantastic.
Very
And
good.
they're performing.
And you can,
That's great.
And you want to talk about booking somebody who draws a crowd.
yeah,
When those ACT kids perform,
yeah.
Yeah.
there's hundreds of
Oh, that's
people
right.
there
Right.
going, "Oh my god!"
Right.
It's
That's
marvelous.
another
Well,
excellent point. The ACT Magnet School. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Just having that
absolutely.
place
Quite an
here is so
asset
great.
to us. And,
Yes,
and then
they
they
are.
volunteer to help garden at Whitewater Park. They do a day of service. They're
Yeah.
really
They're
they're good.
wonderful. Yeah.
That
They're
is great.
community members. We're happy they're here.
Yeah, we need to, you know, like we had all these volunteers that developed in our day back in the 70s and 80s doing all kinds of stuff, either volunteering or working for a lot less than they were worth,
Yes.
than their time was worth. And you know, I know what that's like. And
Right.
you know, now we're going to need to be succeeded by people. We're not going to be here forever.
Absolutely.
I'd like to be. I'm trying, but you know, and so we need the young people to step up, and it looks like it's happening, and that's
Yes.
wonderful.
Yes.
And Chelsea, you're a part of that, and it's so great to have you on the show and to have Jean here
Yeah.
and talk about what this fantastic event that is special to Wyndham Willimantic.
Yes.
Great businesses. I'm thinking while you're talking, Trigo,
Yeah,
Oh my goodness! Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Wonderful.
that's another
Spiral
one.
Arts,
Right,
Yes.
right.
T-shirts with a purpose, right?
Right.
Boom, boom, boom.
That's right.
They're
Exactly.
just popping up saying, "I want to be part of this community. I love it here. I want to.
That's right.
Invest my life
It's
here."
happening.
You got that right. You got that right.
Yeah. Right.
So it's all working. So that it's not only Third Thursday is not only helping the businesses that are already in place, it's generating new
Yeah.
businesses
Yeah.
for Main Street. And I know every once in a while somebody will write something on, you you read Facebook, you get there's a lot of junk on Facebook,
There.
a lot of negativity, and not as much as there is positive, but there is a lot of negativity, and people, there's all these storefronts that are not occupied and blah blah blah. Well, I don't know. Doesn't look like that to me.
No.
Looks
No.
like it looks like it's a booming place. Looks like it's a
Yeah.
happening place.
There aren't very many. There are very few
Yeah.
that are available that are unoccupied.
That's right. That's right.
So if
I-
they're available, they're occupied.
Well, we suffered just around the time that we came here. All the three of us, the older people, we suffered. This town suffered a huge loss by losing its major industries, and we
And
really
the whole Gilson
right.
downtown
That's right.
nonsense.
So we've made a
We
tremendous. I think
learned
we've
better
made
from-
a comeback. We've made a tremendous comeback, and things are going well. We've got a lot of new things going on. We always had a lot going on here, but we're a going concern. We are really happening, and it's great to live here. And I think for a lot of people, and I talked to people all over the region when I was coaching softball, they like coming here. They
Yeah.
like coming here.
Oh, yeah, no,
and they talked about it. How you got a lot going on.
We're
in
going to
Willimantic.
do surveys at the
Yes,
this month.
yes, I was gonna
We're going to be
say.
asking people that question. What question should we ask
What a
them?
great idea! That's
Yeah.
fabulous.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
What do you?
visit the info booth.
Yeah.
What can we do to make it
The
better?
survey.
Well, or
Or
why
more
are you
specific?
coming?
Oh, why are you
And
coming?
where you're coming
What
Oh,
do you
that's
like?
cool.
from?
That's
Look at
cool.
me. Yeah.
What do you like?
Yeah.
Well-
that's
Did you hear
great.
about it?
I know the little league teams like to come here, and they like to play here, and because they think it's a lot is happening here, and they're really impressed. So
So do
Third-
I
third
dare
Thursday.
to ask them? Does coming to the fest change your feeling about Willimantic? I
Yeah,
don't know
that's
if
a
I would
good
dare to
question.
ask that question.
I would
I
dare
don't know. I
to
have to
ask.
figure
Why
out
not?
a nice way to
Why
ask
not?
that.
Why not? Why not? We got the sign here,
All
folks.
right.
Gene
But I
DeSmet.
think
Still
Gene,
holding up
you
that
get the last
sign.
word, Gene.
Okay,
All right,
the
go for it.
when you think of Third Thursday, first person you think of is Gene DeSmet. You got to mention Tom McNally as well.
and
yeah.
Aaron Morrell.
You got 1 minute.
Oh yeah, Aaron
Good.
Morrell, Chelsea Cherrier.
Hey, Dennis, we
Yeah.
got 1 minute.
We got 1 minute. Okay, so it's time for them
Chelsea
to
Cherrier.
Time for
them to
Gene.
sum up.
Oh.
Yeah, here you go.
Come on down. You're gonna have fun.
Next-
it really is a lot of fun.
Next
I
Thursday,
hope
September
everybody comes.
19th, 6 to 9 p.m. downtown. Be
If you
there.
have trouble parking, call the mayor.
Ooh. Okay.
No,
Okay.
true.
Well, I don't
All
know
right.
that. Yeah.
It's
Chelsea,
okay.
it's
It's
your
okay.
turn.
I have his number. I can give it to
Okay,
you.
Chelsea.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, come check it out and eat all the delicious food.
All right. Very good. This is Susan Johnson with Dennis O'Brien.
Yeah.
And see you on Third Thursday. And have a wonderful week and a great evening.
And go over to Click tonight if you can. Click.
Yay! Eat
41
some beats. Eat some beats.
Yay.
Yes, okay.
See you there.